Tatum back?
Yeah, I think Tatum's back.
Are we not worried about anything? That was what I wanted to talk about.
I can't even get it, though.
Is he back, Jimmy?
I'm scared to start talking. I don't know if you're going to say something again. Yes, I think Tatum is back. I said this yesterday. I said
Joe Sway.
Tatum's back. Yeah. Tatum's back for sure.
He's back. 2 words. That's it for me.
No, come on. What do you think, Jimmy?
No, I really do think yesterday and tonight, although I did watch a lot of the highlights after the fact. These are the types of performances that, as I said yesterday, is in Tatum. So I was never really concerned that, and I said this yesterday, he put on too much muscle. Like he's injured or he's thinking too much or whatever. It was a shooting slump, and the players go through it, and I think he's on the other side of it now. I don't know if that has to do with the fact that he's getting different looks with Jaylen Brown out, or has Schroeder done something to open up the court for him, or is Marcus Smart playing more conducive to his role. I don't know what the reason is, but the shots are falling that previously weren't. So I think he's back.
He's back.
Now, that doesn't mean he's not going to have a shitty game here and there. I mean, everybody does. And that's the maddening thing with Tatum. When he does disappear, he really disappears. So those are still going to happen, but hopefully they're few and far between.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think this could be the type of stretch that we're going to say, wow, this is when Tatum started to really, turn things up a bit. I don't know if we can compare it to what happened in 2020, which feels like it was like 3 years ago. But, that like stretch of games leading into the All-Star break, I thought was really special for Tatum. And especially because now you look back on that and you're like, well, yeah, that was a different player, though. That was just Tatum doing, taking a lot of threes and just being comfortable with who he was and trying to figure things out. But now I feel like he's really making a point to do what's best for the team and at the same time getting his. And I think that the balance of that has progressed in the last week, especially throughout this homestand. So I think he's back. I really do think he's back, and I like how the way Jimmy said that. Like, this doesn't mean he's not gonna have a bad game, but just his approach, I think, is gonna be what we're gonna get used to seeing, which is what we saw the last couple of games right now.
Yeah, he's back. I think the tricky thing is gonna be integrating Brown, because I'm still in a place where I think Brown should be emphasized higher in the game plan, more central to what they're doing than Tatum is, just because of the pace. I mean, they have fallen off the map pace-wise since Tatum took over and Brown left. They got to get back to running and gunning a little bit here. Tatum doesn't necessarily want to do that, so I do think that's the kind of division you see between those two. I don't think there's a huge conflict between their styles and an inability to play together, but it is going to be kind of awkward because of Schroeder, Smart's doing. You're forcing someone out of the lineup there.
It's just a matter of being decisive.
Yeah.
And again, the only thing you can't have when you've got guys like Smart, Tatum and Brown Schroeder, Tatum and Brown on the floor at the same time is guys dribbling the ball for 8-10 seconds, at a time. As long as you don't have that, it doesn't matter if you kind of take the your turn, my turn, and if you hunt a matchup. As long as you attack it aggressively or move the ball, that's what it's so simple. Yet it's just, you see it, and like Jaylen's like, I can beat this guy, but it's going to take me a little bit of time. So everyone get out of my way and let me set it up. And you want to try to avoid that as much as you can. You just get it and go. When you have your opportunities, attack quick. So I'm excited to see Jaylen get in there. And it's another, especially the way Schroeder's playing now. And, coming off the Lakers game with the 56 points in the paint, Jaylen's just another guy who attacks, and you just want to see him come back in attack mode. So obviously it's a good thing when arguably your best player returns to the lineup. So, it
can be awkward too, though. You find something good, you've been rolling with it. Now all of a sudden you got to mix things up to get them back in there. I'm not going to say they're better without Brown, but it's going to be different for sure.